Well, hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So, it's that time of year again, the time of year where everyone's heading back to uni, back to school, back to college, and I thought what better opportunity than to sit down and give a little uni haul slash what to take to uni. I haven't decided what I'm going to call this video yet. I just wanted to chat through the things that would be top of my list of what to take to uni. As someone who has been there, done that, got the t-shirt, I feel like I'm the perfect person to tell you what you do and don't need to bring. So I know that when you're first starting out it can be really daunting and you end up literally bringing your entire room from back home, and I'm here to tell you you don't need to do that. There's a few things that I would definitely recommend bringing. So we've got three categories that we're going to cover: a little bit of lifestyle, some fashion and beauty things that I think that you will need, and they will be your kind of uni essentials for when you're first starting, whether you're going into first, second or third year. These are the things I would 100% recommend bringing to uni. So I'm going to start with lifestyle, and what that entails is just things I'd recommend bringing whether you're going into halls or a uni house. The things I'd recommend bringing into your room just to spice it up, make it a little bit nicer, and not overly clutter it. I think that's the biggest thing I want to emphasise here, is that you don't need to bring 10,000 items. You don't need to bring everything from your bedroom back home to make it feel like home. I'll actually say that less is more when it comes to your uni room. You're literally living, breathing, eating, sleeping in one room. So you do not want to clutter it. You do not want to fill it with loads of stuff. You want to make sure it's as minimal as possible while still having everything that you need. So to start off, I'm going to be talking about a reed diffuser. Now I would 100% recommend bringing a reed diffuser. Number one, because most halls don't allow candles because they are such a fire risk, and number two, as I said, you are going to be eating, sleeping, living, breathing in one room. The smells that can come from that are not pleasant, let me tell you. So to have a reed diffuser so that every time you walk into your room it smells nice and fresh, maybe something that reminds you of home. If you've had a reed diffuser at home, bring the same kind of brand, just something that will make your room smell an awful lot nicer. It will make such a big difference. I feel like I'm going like, here's one I made earlier. So the second thing I would recommend bringing is some photos from home. Now a lot of people when they go to uni will bring just photos by themselves and stick them on the wall. Do not do that. I'm telling you now, don't do it. First of all, they'll usually come down, they'll fall off, they'll peel, they won't look good after a couple of months. Second of all, you'll ruin the walls. If you use blue tack, you are going to mark the walls so badly, and I know so many people that have been stung with charges from where they've marked walls with blue tack, and it's just not worth it. After a year of student finance, you do not want to be forking out another £100 just to repaint your room. So I'd recommend bringing little photo frames with pictures in. This is one I picked up from TK Maxx, but there's so many out there. I'll link a couple below that are really cute. What I love about this is how easy it is to take out and replace photos. So I've just got a few Polaroids in here, and I really like swapping them around, changing them up for like new photos I've taken, and just sprucing it up a little bit. It can remind you so much of home if you put pictures of family or friends in, and it just makes you feel a bit more at home. Okay, I'm saying this because I learned from experience. Don't bring a real plant to uni. It's not worth the trouble. It's not worth getting the soil all over the car when your dad tells you to put it in the drinks holder and it doesn't fit in the drinks holder, and you put it down on the floor and it spills and you get soil all over the car. It's just not worth it, I'm telling you now. And also, you're a uni student. You have deadlines, you have friends, you have lectures to worry about. You do not have another living thing to think about, and it will die. I've learned from experience. So I would recommend bringing a faux plant. Now this is just a really cute little guy that I got from Sainsbury's. It was really inexpensive. I think it was only about £5, and oh, it's just so cute. It looks really real. It doesn't feel real. It feels quite plasticky, but I mean, he's gonna go up and start touching your plant. So I really like how it looks. I like the texture and how it kind of dangles a bit. I just think it adds a little bit more interest. So just a little faux plant, add that touch of greenery, but not have the responsibility of a real plant. Okay, this is an absolute must for uni. Now I know that because I'm holding up an Instax Mini, it probably seems like I'm doing a paid collab with them. I'm not. I just absolutely love my Instax. I also have a Canon something that's quite similar, but I just absolutely love having a camera that has real film in that can print out the photos there and then. Does that make sense? Basically not on your phone. So I do find that especially in freshers you take so many photos and they just don't go anywhere. They literally live on your phone. Maybe you put a couple on Instagram and that's it. Whereas having something like this, that you can have them, print them out, stick them in a frame, and you can have them there in person, I think makes such a big difference. And I also just really like the fact that it's so instant and you can't really see what you're taking, so you can't stand there for half an hour perfecting the photo. If someone blinks in the photo, you've got a blinky photo. It's kind of cool. I mean, it's a pretty obvious one. I definitely recommend bringing a small notebook, and if you have one, a laptop. So I started off the year just writing everything down in note form on my notebook, and I found that I really couldn't keep up with lecturers. So I personally switched to using my laptop in class. I find that I can type so much quicker than I can write, and it means that I can just get all the information down that I need to. If I can come back, it's a lot easier to edit my notes. If I've made a typo, then it's a lot easier to fix rather than having it written out. But I would say it is useful to bring a notebook just in case. You might be mind mapping, you might be needing to write something down here, have a slide up on your laptop, who knows. So I definitely recommend bringing a notebook and a laptop if you can. It really helped me out when I was in first year. An umbrella! So one thing that I totally forgot to bring with me to uni was an umbrella. And I'll tell you now, I don't have many coats with hoods, and I got caught out a fair few times. So when you're walking to and from lectures, you're going out to see your friends, you've got 9 AM, you do not want to be caught out in the rain. So remember to bring an umbrella. Okay. Last but not least, in the lifestyle section, I'm going to be talking about blankets, pillows, throws, anything to make your room a little bit cozier. Now obviously I've said that you don't want to be cluttering up your room, and I wouldn't recommend bringing like 10 pillows and cluttering up your bed and it taking half an hour to go to sleep at night just because you're chucking things on the floor, and it's not worth it. So a couple of little pillows, maybe one throw blanket, and that's all you need. I will say don't bother with a rug, because often you wear your shoes in and out of your room, and I found that my rugs got destroyed and they just looked gross. It's really difficult to clean a rug, let me tell you. And washing them, they don't come back the same. So I'd recommend pillows and throws to make the room just that little bit cozier. And this might sound really lame, but one of the things that I loved was having a throw that had lived in my bedroom at home, so it smelt like home, and it just meant that whenever I was feeling a bit homesick, I can kind of just snuggle up in that and think, it just reminds me a little bit of home. Have a little bit of a cry. Don't tell anyone. Okay, so that is everything for the lifestyle section. Those are literally the things that I think you will really need to bring to uni. Obviously you can add things to the list, but those are the essentials that I think that's all you need, and you'll be fine with those. So now I'm going to move on to the fashion section. First thing I would recommend is a pair of trainers, and not just one. You are going to want at least 20 pairs of trainers in your wardrobe. Okay, I'm joking, but one thing I do want to say is that a good pair of trainers is essential when going to uni. You will learn very quickly that nobody wears heels on nights out. No one bothers, it hurts your feet, it makes you grumpy, it's not worth the pain. So everyone wears trainers on nights out. So I'd recommend having maybe a nicer pair of trainers for going out, and a pair of trainers that you'd wear just to lectures, just out with your friends, going to the pub, anything like that. So I'm recommending this pair of feeder trainers because I find that they go with absolutely everything, but just a good old pair of trainers because you will wear them non-stop. Okay, I don't know how well this is going to show up, but the next thing I would recommend is a oversized black blazer. Okay, I don't know how well this is going to show up, but the next thing I would recommend is an oversized black blazer. So I literally wear blazers with absolutely everything. I wear them with jeans, I wear them with dresses, I wear them with skirts. They go with so many things, and I find that they're really, really easy to pair. And let me tell you, when it's 9 AM and you've got a lecture, you were out the night before and you're dead tired, literally the last thing you want to be doing is rifling through your wardrobe and finding things that go. So to be able to shove a blazer over a plain outfit will just change up the whole look, and I think it makes you look so much more put together. There's fluff on it. You'll look so much more put together, you'll look so much more classy, and I just love it. And also it can be paired well with smart trousers. So I would also recommend bringing one smart outfit to uni. So obviously as a uni student, chances are you'll be looking for apprenticeships or internships or part-time jobs or something like that. You'll need one smart outfit in your wardrobe to make sure that you are looking absolutely perfect for an interview. Now I would recommend a pair of smart trousers because you can pair them very easily with the blazer and a plain tee, and you look so pulled together. So this is a pair from New Look that I really love. I really like the tapered waist, and the neutral colour goes with absolutely everything. So I really like these for interviews and days where I want to be a little bit more smart. Okay, now talking about tees, 10 out of 10 recommend plain white tees. Now, as I said, 9 AM in the morning, you're not going to be wanting to rifle through your wardrobe and look at outfits that go together. You're just going to be able to want to pick a couple of things that you will know will work. White tees work with everything. So I have literally about 10, 12 pairs of white tees in my wardrobe. Now this is a new look number. It says have a nice day. I think it's really cute. And then this is a little misguided number which says freshly squeezed. So I really like these kind of slogan tees. I find them really, really easy to style and they just look really cute. Now obviously there will be loads of other things that you'll be wanting to bring to uni with regards to clothes, but one thing I just want to say is do not make the mistake of bringing every piece from every season in your wardrobe. Go by the seasons. So in autumn, bring your autumn wardrobe. In winter, bring your winter wardrobe. Spring and summer obviously as well. You can leave clothes at home. I'm sure your parents won't mind you just leaving a few outfits in your wardrobe, and it means that every time you go home you can change up your wardrobe. You can make sure that you've left your jumpers at home whilst you have your summer things, and then when winter rolls around you can ditch the summer things and you have your jumpers, and it means that you've not got anything in your uni room that's sitting there not being used. As I said, you don't have much storage, so only bring the pieces that you will be wearing for that current season. Okay, now I'm going to move on to beauty. Now, with regards to beauty, obviously there will be the essentials that you'll want to bring, your foundation, your concealer, your mascara, and all of that good stuff. But there are a couple of things that I would just recommend bringing, just to make sure that you've got them. So one of which is an eyeshadow palette that is very out there. Now, I'll tell you now, Freshers Week is mental. Such a good week, but mental. There are so many parties, dress-ups, things like that. And I found that just having an eyeshadow palette with some colours that were a bit more out there was really helpful. There'll be so many glitter parties as well, so if you've got an eyeshadow with a bit of glitter on, save the day. Now, this is an eyeshadow palette from Revolution. It's the New Neutral Luxe eyeshadow palette. Although I don't know why it's called New Neutral, because that's definitely not neutral. But I absolutely love the colours in this. I think it's so, so perfect when you've got all the parties during Freshers. And of course we can't forget about skincare. When you go to uni, skincare is so important. You are drinking, you are eating rubbish, you have not got your mum there telling you to wash your makeup off when you go to bed. That's on you now. So, there are three things that I recommend bringing to uni that are a must in my skincare routine. Numero uno is eye cream. So this is a little Bobbi Brown hydrating eye cream. That's what it is, hydrating eye cream. You need it. You're going to be so tired, you're going to be pulling so many all-nighters. Try and hide those bags. Okay, and the next thing I would recommend is this Elizabeth Arden Superstar Skin Renewal Booster. So this is to go on top of your moisturiser, and I usually do it in the morning just before I put my makeup on, and I find that it just makes you look so much more awake, it makes you look a bit more glowy, and it really makes a difference to my skin, especially when it's looking really dull. I've not had a lot of sleep, I've not been eating well. This is an absolute lifesaver. And last but not least is the L'Occitane Immortelle Précieuse. I'm not ever going to say that ever again. So it's basically a serum which again really plumps up your skin. It makes you look a lot more healthier than you probably are. It makes you look a lot more glowy than you're probably feeling. And it just really makes a difference in my skin. It makes me... The only way to describe it is that I find that I don't look grey anymore. Like I look like I've got a bit of colour. So I love this. Okay guys, so that is absolutely everything for this uni haul. These are the things that I would 10 out of 10 recommend bringing. They will be your ride or dies for the 3 years that you're there. If you are heading off to uni, then I hope you have the best time. I had such a good 3 years at university, absolutely loved it, and I'm gutted that this is the first year I'm not going to be going back in September, and it feels really weird. I would absolutely love it if you click the subscribe button and let me know what your uni essentials are. If there's anything that you think I've missed that is absolutely vital for you, leave it in the comments. But I hope you enjoy your time there, and I hope this helped. Bye!